All right, welcome back. The snow season, or snow this season that is, has not been ideal, but that is not stopping Bryant Head from hosting its Ski with the Ranger program. We're going to head to southern Utah to get more details on this event with a couple of guests with us right now. Jennifer, can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you.
Yeah, so introduce yourself, and if you don't mind having the person next to you introduce himself as well.
Sure thing. So I'm Jennifer Plecki. I am the public affairs specialist on the Dixie National Forest.
And my name is Dakin, Sundeen. I'm a recreation specialist and snow ranger down here on the Dixie National Forest on the Cedar City Ranger District.
Well, give us a primer on what this is for those who have never heard of it. Ski with a Ranger, for those kind of wanting to get some more information here.
Sure. Well, we've been kind of doing this program off and on for about 15 years. And basically we kind of decided to get it going like more regularly last year. And really we just kind of, our goal is to kind of educate people about their national forests and the natural resources that play a role in creating good skiing on their national forests.
What do people learn when they go out and ski with a ranger?
So folks who go out there with our ski rangers will learn about the geological aspects of Bryant Head, and they'll be able to interact with our ski rangers and ask questions about different natural resources. And then also at the end of the tour, there is some historical aspects that Dakin and our ski rangers touch on as well.
How often does this happen for those who are kind of interested in this?
So we're going to be doing it typically on the second Friday of the month. So we already did our first one last week, but we're going to be doing one on February 13th, March 13th, April 10th, and then we're going to do a special one on April 25th, which will be on a Saturday. And then also our March 13th event will be on the near the Navajo Lodge, and will be more focused for kids.
I'm sure a lot of people are wondering, hey, I would love to do something like this, but I don't know if I'm a good enough skier or snowboarder. How do you kind of rate your own proficiency, and what do you have to be at to participate?
So it's recommended that skiers and snowboarders alike end up their intermediate level. Dakin can touch on a little bit of that.
Basically, if you can make it down a blue run without falling, you're good to go. You do have to have a pass. This is not a way to get a free ride to the top.
All right, so you do need to get that lift ticket then. It's not a way into the resort or anything like that.
No, but it is a free program.
What have you heard from people who have participated in this and they really like it? What have you heard from them?
Generally, people seem to really like the education. They like actually getting to know some of the behind the scenes, not just with ski resort operations, but also with, the behind the scenes of nature. There's a lot of interesting stuff that's going on there, especially on Cedar Mountain and especially around Bryant Head. A lot of people don't know about. For example, the top of Bryant Head Peak, that was created by supervolcanoes that exploded near the Nevada border, and and they shot that lava there in just a few seconds. It's like really amazing.
And how long does an outing typically take for those who want to participate?
Generally, it takes about 45 minutes, but sometimes we'll hang out a little bit longer to answer questions and just kind of, provide whatever information we can.
Now, I know plenty of people who are fair weather skiers and snowboarders. Will this go off in any weather conditions, or are you really waiting for kind of ideal weather?
So it's totally weather dependent. We last actually on the 9th when we were out there, it was in the negatives and people were still out there. We had our booth set up, and our booth is set up from 11 a.m. to 2 p.m. During these events, and people are welcome to come and ask questions at the booth. But generally, it depends on like blizzard conditions, I'd say.
Yeah, if it's too extreme, we'll cancel it. But For the most part, we'll try to pull it off as best we can. I mean, part of the thing is when I do the tour, I'm up at the top of the peak and I'm pointing out various landmarks. And if we're too socked in with fog, I can't really do that.
Yeah, absolutely. Okay, so you told us some of the dates. I'm not sure if you mentioned where to meet if you wanted to take part in this.
Yeah. So we're going to be running our booth. It's going to be at the Giant Steps Lodge right there by the Giant Steps lift. We'll be on the patio behind with our booth from starting at 11 till about 2 o'clock. We'll do a ski tour at 1 o'clock, and there's a special guest showing up around noon.
Special guest showing up around noon. All right, you also mentioned the proficiency, but can young kids do this as long as they can get down that sort of blue run?
I don't see why not.
Excellent. Is there
But
anything?
also we have a special kids program on March 13th, which won't we're not going to actually do a tour with that, but we will do a talk there at the bottom for the kids.
All right. Well, thank you so much to both of you for joining us, giving us some insight on this program, Ski with a Ranger. I know a lot of people would like to take part, so thank you.
Thanks for having me.